Okay, that was first cast. Let me get my coat out of the way here. I got 3 different setups for counting the buzzing cork. That different things I want to test out. So far, it appears that everything seems to want to work. And just about any way you fish this is going to work, because I call it the Acrobat because it does so many crazy different things. You can fish it fast or slow, and a lot of times I'll bring it up and break the surface with it. There's one. Yeah. Okay, that's cast number 2, fish number 2. So I think we've cured the hook setup problem. Okay. Now here, watch this routine. Okay, you twitch it out. I mean, you throw it out, and then you go jerk, 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 jerk. Now I'm bringing in the line as I do it. There we go. Okay, now you got a fish. Okay.
I got a fish.
Yeah, you got a fish.
Oh, it's a largemouth. Yeah, get the net.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good fish, Dad.
Oh, you got a torker there. And Dale, when you net a fish, oh wow! Hey, congratulations! All right.
Holy moly!
That was skipping under the dock.
That was right under the dock.
Yeah.
Oh, pictures. Oh, Ben is gonna be so jealous. He'll probably go for 4, you think?
Make me, yeah, probably. Let me make sure we're recording. Yeah, we are. Okay. And show us that lure as soon as you get it out.
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay. We got to come up with a name for that. Here's the Jerkaholic jig again, and the big feature of this is it's a true jerk bait. I use the Z-Man 5-inch jerk shadows, which is very buoyant but very soft, very flexible, and the weight is clear at the back end, and so that causes it to walk the dog, twitch underwater, and gives it more of a horizontal, erratic fall. And so, yeah, it's a really finesse technique, but it is a very exciting lure to fish. You get a lot of action, but when you rig one, make sure that it's straight, and it is tricky to do. You'll notice that I've cut a slot here in the plastic. The Z-Man plastic is so stretchy, so elastic, that it's very hard to get a keeper to stick in it. So to make it easier, I just cut a little slot with my scissors. But you've got to run the weight, the hook shank, back in through the top part of the plastic so it'll hold it in place. And then when you get done, you want to have it very straight, because that's the secret of jerk baits. They won't get action if they're kinked or bent. Of course, there can't be any lead in front, because that just makes them go straight. So if you think in terms of walk the dog, which has been a great thing with the Spook Junior, you can do it underwater with this. It's a pretty exciting thing to fish. But you've got to use some slack line, so I'll pitch it out here and show you. In my booklet, Future Finesse, back in the 80s, I suggested slackline fishing, and many people have trouble with the idea. But I said, you know, bass inhale a jig, and if you got a tight line, you're not going to get as good of a hook set as if you give it a little bit of slack. But I'm fishing about 3 to 4 foot depth at a cut bank, so I count down, twitch, 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 let it fall, twitch, twitch, twitch. I'm not giving it a whole lot of slack, just put a little belly in the line, and that will allow the jig to do the work for you as it falls. As many fish will hit on the fall. One of the reasons is that they see it in silhouette a lot better than they do below them or down deep, particularly a flounder, because he's looking up all the time. So, and by the way, even though this is ultra light, it casts like a bullet. Very, very easy to cast. And I use a Shimano Claris rod, very good parabolic graphite action. And in this case, I'm using a 15-pound braid. But watch what I do. I just let it fall, twitch, twitch, twitch. Let it fall again. So what that looks like is a bait fish that's been injured, trying to get away, and then he gives up and falls again. And that's what gives your bait the action that the fish really love. So watch the rest of the videos for the different fishing action, types of fish that have been caught. In one particular day, we used a really fast action first thing in the morning. Twitch, twitch, twitch. Really walking the dog with it back and forth, and not too far under the surface. Now that was for stripers. And then later on, we fished some shoals and some structure for flounder, and we did a totally different presentation. So instead of going twitch, 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 hard twitching, did it like this, because the flounder wanted it down near them, so we let it do a countdown. 1001, 1002, 1003, twitch, 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 and stop, let it fall. They see that rise up twitching in the water column, and then it falls back down. Well, here's the jig that started the whole jerkbait idea for me. This is what we call a half-shank, and we call it that because to begin with, we're trying to figure out a way to use the 4-inch Berkeley Gulp minnow. It was good streamlined shape, and you know, a lead head jig just won't give you jerkbait action, and the traditional worm hook thing isn't what we wanted out here for trout and flounder and puppy drum. So we just cut the head off the jig, slid the shank back, and called it a half shank. So now we're making these with the weight in the back. We finally realized the farther we put the weight back, the better action that we get. It's like a semi-truck. If the truck driver hit the tractor brakes, the tail end of that semi is going to come around, and that's what happens with this system. Just like the Jerkaholic, the whole idea is to get the weight back here, not up in front, and so as you twitch it, it'll go back and forth and get an erratic action. Because other than shape, size, and color of a lure, action is really the triggering effect of most baits. So this is designed, the half shank was designed around the 4-inch Berkeley Gulp minnow, and it's negatively buoyant compared to like Z-Man is very positively buoyant. And so with that, just that little bit of weight, it will fall just about like an MR17. The difference is that when it falls, it'll sashay back and forth and kind of dart around, and then when you twitch it, it'll walk the dog kind of back and forth. And that was the whole idea of going after a jerkbait system. Of course, the final thing was the Jerkaholic, which I'll show at a different time. Just got it going, and it's caught a whole bunch of fish. Pretty exciting system. But notice that this has got to be a straight rig. Of course, it's fairly soft plastic, but you can't have a bend in it, because if you have a bend in it, it will not go straight. The best jerkbait system has got to be streamlined and straight, and that will allow it to walk the dog. Okay, we're burning daylight, so get that guy in here. Oh, did he ruin my bait? But I got another pole ready to go. Yeah, you got you a nice striper there. Okay.
Where are the catches?
Okay, let me see your pole. This guy, boy, he ripped that up. So I'll give you another pole. But did you watch what I did? Because it's so important to jerk it. That's why they're called jerk baits. Okay. Now I'm going to show you the difference. You were going twitch, deedle, 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 deedle. You got to go, yeah. You got to jerk it. And fast. You can't outrun them. Okay, there you go. Okay, hit it hard, 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 hard. Not a whole bunch of jerks. Did you get one? Hey, I told you. See? All right, way to go. Hey, the lady caught a striper on an acrobat.
He's pulling like crazy.
Okay. Hey, congratulations, Doris. You caught that one on your own. I've got to get up away from that. Oh, wow. Clear past, clear to the other side.
Yeah,
And boy, that's the best way to do
That
it.
was my offhand. That wasn't very good. Let's do that again.
Don't be so modest. But that's the best way. Boy, if you can skip it clear past, let it fall, and then twitch that back in underneath the dock, come on, Dale, get a big one. You know, even though he hit the side of the boat, it still went good. And see, that's what I have trouble with, is casting on that side. That's why I like to nose in and then come back out. But then what about the guy on the back of the boat? And that's why it's good to learn how to skip left-handed or backhanded, I guess I should say. And I'm wondering if the roll pitch would be good for that. Wow, that went about a couple of yards clear on the other side. That just made 15 inches, and that was on that new jig?
Yep.
Okay, super. Okay, time for Dad to knock another one off the hook. I think we're recording. Okay.
What have I got here?
Nice fish. Nice fish. Yeah, I haven't checked that drag. I just kind of said it instinctively. You got her. Yeah. All right.
Holy moly.
They are fun, aren't they?
They sure are.
Yeah.
Trying to bring it in quickly.
Oop. There we go. Oh, hey, you got a nice fish, Dale. Look at that.
Too bad.
Okay, you can grip that just like a bass.
Yeah.
Famous last words. Well, that's a nice fish.
Right. Hey, I need a picture. Send this to.
Well, see, I can get still snaps from this. All right,
Hey.
way to go. Hey, hey.
Too shabby.
And what did you catch that on?
Oh, a crawdad or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
hey, hey, hey. You know how to swim? Okay.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
lure.
let me take a look.